Welcome, football nerds, to College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism, Episode 25. I've been doing this for a little over 3 weeks now, and we had a whole bunch of technical difficulties today, but I was able to get everything up and running. Since we're at Episode 25, I decided to do a quick recap on what this is, if you don't know what Imperialism is, and also just showing you what's been going on with the map now that we're this far into the tournament. So basically, every single episode, we start with this map, which looks like this. We spin this wheel, which currently has 110 teams on it, which lands on 1, and then we spin this arrow to figure out which direction they're going to attack. I'm going to spin it once right now because every time I spin it first, it usually lands on the west, which it didn't this time, but whatever. We're just making sure it doesn't start from neutral. And then we play a game at all-American difficulty, and 7-minute quarters. We simulate through. We watch until either the game is over or the score is at 14 points or more, and the team that's down by multiple scores has not scored on their possession. So that's the rules. Let's take a look at some of the interesting spots on the map. We've had a lot of expansion in the West, some larger territories here: Arizona, Colorado, Colorado State, San Jose State won a game a little earlier. UTEP beat Texas Tech. That's probably the biggest upset we've had so far, as well as Appalachian State upsetting Clemson over here. The only teams to win twice so far are Ohio State, Florida Atlantic, and Colorado. And that's basically all that you need to know. So, quick recap of the last episode. Last night, Colorado State took out Nebraska in a stunning upset. They came back from 7-0 down from the first play and stormed back to take a big lead that Nebraska was never quite able to erase. But we continue on. 110 teams left. We'll be down to 109 at the end of this episode. Who's going next on College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism, Episode 25? The next team is... No, please no. Please. Thank you. It's Utah State. I thought it was going to be Maryland for a split second. That was not going to be good. There's a whole bunch of walk around here. I don't know what's going on. But Utah State is going to be going next. Let me put this in Do Not Disturb. There we go. All right. So let's take a look at their section of the map in the West. They've got 4 different options of where they could attack. It's going to be another big change to the map regardless of what happens. You've got Utah to the south, Nevada to the west, Boise State to the north, and Wyoming a little bit to the east right here. So let's spin this arrow. It's going to go north and up to the east. I think the logical option is Wyoming here. That's what makes the most sense. So Utah State versus Wyoming. I believe it's a Mountain West matchup. Let's get it set up. Okay, there's Wyoming. And now we've got Utah State, right? Utah State's a 79 overall, and the Wyoming Cowboys are a 79 as well. So it's a totally even game, which should make for some fun football. So there we're an all-white look on the road. Let's yeah, let's go with this. And let's do one more check just to see if there's any more interesting uniforms for Wyoming. Oh, yeah. That's the one. So we're going to set up here. All right. Let's get these rosters up and running and then do another episode of this. We are going to the beautiful picturesque mountains of Wyoming. They've got that great cowboy statue outside. The fans are getting pumped up for what is sure to be, or what could be, an exciting game. We don't know. That's the wrong button. Utah State's going to be on the road. The school that gave us Jordan Love against the school that gave us Josh Allen. Two one-time quarterback factories who don't really have headline quarterbacks anymore, but we'll see what their signal callers are able to do on the field today. Pulling up both rosters now. And we're getting ready. There goes the opening kickoff for Utah State. Wyoming will receive, and we are underway in the least populous state in the Union. And here comes Evan Svoboda. He's wearing number 17. He's 6'5", 245. He certainly looks like Josh Allen, but he is not Josh Allen. Started at Snow College. He's from Mesa, Arizona, from Red Mountain High School. That's going to be a quick run to number 4, who is not on this roster. Oh, yes, he is. Harrison Whaley is that guy. He's injured in real life, not injured in Imperialism. Beautiful statue, beautiful stadium. You got the trees in the background. This is just a great place to play some picturesque football. And we put it at sunset because we love giving people what they want. Harrison to the outside is taken down by number 10. That's Gabriel Iniguez Jr. I have to be extremely careful saying that last name. So, it's going to be 3rd and 4 here. Svoboda steps up to the shotgun. Really drops back. It's going to be a quick screen. He's got Harrison. Harrison's going to take his block and get outside to the 28-yard line, and that's first down for the Cowboys. I love any uniform that's able to successfully get the mountain get up on the sleeve right. Like those types of details that really pay tribute to the land and like the overall aesthetic of the place that they're in are really, really great. The Utah Jazz uniforms from like 2017-18 did a fantastic job of that as well. Harrison bounces outside. He shoves off one man and gets to the 30. If I'm not mistaken, every single play has gone to Whaley Harrison so far. We'll see if Wyoming's able to get other production from other sources as well. I mean, they should. They're going to have to, or else Utah State's going to win this game. It's another run. No, it's a beautiful play fake. Svoboda under pressure. Throws the screen, but they shut it down. And, you know, just like every other team in Imperialism, they seem to all realize that the team with the best running back usually wins, which was not true yesterday. Nebraska, one of the few teams to have the leading rusher and lose the game. So now it's 3rd and 8. Utah State shows blitz. They don't bring it. Svoboda fires to the right, and that's dropped. Dropped by John Michael Gillenborg, which will give us 4th and 3. An early defensive stop for Utah State. There is no real upset in this game. I mean, Utah State's on the road, so they're going to have a slightly harder time, but I can't imagine Wyoming's crowd noise is all that intimidating. There goes the punt. It's going to be covered by the returner, and he's taken down at the 27. So here comes Utah State's quarterback. I believe it's Spencer Petras. Is it? They're not showing it to us. That's Jalen Royals, their starting wide receiver. I'm not sure if it's number 7. Yes, it's number 7. Spencer Petras, a quarterback. That's going to be Rashul Faison at running back. Petras, we'll go Petras. We'll say Spencer Petras started at Iowa with their famed offense. And now they're going to sprint back up to the line. So there's people like falling all over the place outside. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, 2nd and 4. Petras, hands off. Going to go outside number 3. He gets the first down, and a whole lot more than that. Breaking a tackle, staying in bounds, getting all the way up to the 47. Rasul Faison with a fantastic run. He also came from Snow College. You got 2 guys at this little school. I have no idea where it is, but they transferred to opposite sides of this game, Utah State and Wyoming. 2 beautiful places to play football. Petrus brings his tight end in motion. That's Brock Lane. He drops back, throws a bullet, and that was almost a pick six. Rook Brown had it in his hands, jumped the route, had the perfect opportunity to score the first points of the game, and he just let it slip. And you don't want to make the cliche joke, that's why he's playing at Wyoming. But really, you have to expect better, and you might not get it at a school like this. Petrus hands off to number 3. It's Faison again. Faison pops through the hole and is able to pick up 6 yards. Very, very nice running from Faison. I knew I wanted to do a different intro to reintroduce people to Imperialism for the 25th episode. I didn't really realize that I'm kind of out of practice with the YouTuber voice. I'm getting good with the broadcasting stuff, but it's a totally different skill, and it's it's kind of cringe-inducing if you really try and jump into it. Full tilt. Speaking of full tilt, that is a touchdown. Utah State takes the lead. Jalen Royals beats the coverage and just sprints down the field. It was a beautifully timed ball from Spencer Petrus, and Utah State has taken the lead. He's a senior wide receiver. He's a transfer that was just floated up there. He's like, as soon as that guy beat his coverage, it's gonna be a touchdown every time. And that silences the already silenced crowd. I haven't got the cords necessary to get the audio from the game up here. I think if there's enough viewership on this, I might try and find those cords and figure it out. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff I have to do with the microphone in order to change how these things are configured, and I don't know if I want to go through all of that because it just seems like a lot of effort. Here's the kickoff, and Utah State sends it the other way. Wyoming will have to find offense from someone other than Whaley Harrison. That kick return goes to the 22, and here come the Cowboys. Swoboda steps up under center. Sends a man in motion. It's a jet sweep, and that goes absolutely nowhere. 84 with the tackle for Utah State. I don't necessarily know. Mixon? Do we have a Mixon? We don't have a Mixon. I don't know who that is. Unfortunate. Swoboda, under pressure, just barely gets the throw away, and it falls harmlessly about 3 yards away from where he threw it. Utah State's defense showing a very, very nice effort here. I still can't find Mixon. I don't understand why they're not updating these rosters. We're like a month into the season, and nothing has happened. All right, Swoboda drops back. On 3rd and 11, throws long. It's going to be caught by 84, and he just barely gets to the first down. That is a great conversion by John Michael Gillenborg. He had a similar sideline route in the last 3rd down and just dropped the ball because he stepped out of bounds first. This time, he gave himself enough space, turned upfield, and used his physicality and large frame to power over the line for a first down. Swoboda, Harrison, taken down. Right? Yeah. His knee technically didn't touch, but his forward progress was stopped, and the ref just said, "No, don't do that." So it's 2nd and 8 here. Ball on the 34. Swoboda in the shotgun. They got a very tight formation here. Everybody in the box for Utah State. It's a run to Harrison, and they bring every single player they can and just mulch that play in the backfield. 3rd and 10. Oh, is it Harrison Whaley? It is. It's Harrison Whaley. Oh, my God. So Harrison's his first name, and then Whaley is his last name. I screwed that up. 3rd and 10. Swoboda. Under pressure, retreating, throwing to the sideline out of bounds. And another fantastic stop by Utah State's defense. And we could have a very, very quick episode here if the Aggies are able to make quick work on offense. Because Wyoming, they've had one play that's looked decent today. And that's not enough. It's simply not enough. Here comes the punt from Jack Culbreth. Shane, these are some great uniforms and a great stadium and a great atmosphere, but if you don't show up to play, then you don't get to keep going. That's just kind of how Imperialism works. It's a read option, and that's going to be a great tackle by number 96. That's Jordan Bertagnoli making the tackle there. He's a graduate defensive tackle. He read the read option and just took down the guy with the ball. Simple enough when you get the right angle flying into the backfield. Petros in 2nd and 14. It's a draw to number 3. That's Faison. Faison almost breaks the tackle and makes it 3rd and inches. That was Isaac White, the strong safety, with a touchdown saving tackle there. Now Utah State can either keep this drive going and put significant pressure on Wyoming, or, oh my God, that's 3rd and inch. That's not 3rd and inches. That's 3rd and then millimeter. Oh my God. 20 seconds to go. If this is not the situation for a quarterback sneak, what is? Petros, read option. It is a quarterback sneak, and he gets enough for the first down. And bulls his way forward for about 6 when all he needed was literally a single millimeter. That is the closest I've ever seen those two lines together in all my years of watching football. And that is the end of the first quarter. Utah State looking to make quick work of Wyoming here. They have a very balanced offense so far. They got most of their yards through rushing, and then one big overarching bomb pass from Spencer Petras to Jalen Royals gave the Aggies the 7-0 lead that they have now. Here's Petras, another run to Faison. Faison outside 45-50, 45-40, 35, and he's going to be taken down the 34. Rasul Faison with 67 rushing yards in 1 quarter and 1 play of action. A fantastic block by number 54, there it is, Teague Anderson, with that corner block, or edge block, to give Faison the space to run. I'm guessing they're going to him again. That's exactly what they do. No, it's a play fake. A bullet pass knocked away. Keani Parks almost had an interception there and broke up what was sure to be a touchdown. Oh my God, it was in his hands. In his hands again, and Wyoming has been this close to 2 different interceptions, and instead they might go down 14-0. That's some of the most inexcusable mistakes we've seen on defense so far. Petras, he knows he has the long ball. He waits. The timing's not there. He's just got to throw it away. 3rd and 10. They were going for the deep ball, but once the guys get past a certain length, you can't really time it anymore because the defender's going to be able to get back to the end zone unless you're just throwing it out of bounds. So, the defenders kind of figured it out in this zone. They're like, hey, covered this much of it, and he won't be able to throw it over the top of us. And then we can just come in with the pass rush and shut it down. Petras throws. See what I mean? See what I mean? They didn't cover it right. It must have been pressed because Jalen Royals sprinted right past it for the 2nd time in 2 drives and gives Utah State a 14-0 lead. Touchdown, Aggies. And the Wyoming fans are like, all right, we thought we'd play better, but no. I mean, he saw that press. It must have been press coverage. There's no other way he stayed that close without being able to stop that play from happening. And Wyoming has paid the price for their dropped interceptions as they're now down 14 in their offense, which has been lethargic, uninspiring so far, has to get points or else we're going to Super Sim. Snap, hold, kick is good. And this is the final reckoning for the state of Wyoming. The state of Nebraska just lost their only team in the last episode, and we might lose Wyoming right afterwards as teams from more populous states expand out their territory. So we go to the 5, 10, 15. A big time hit from number 33 for Utah State. It's Max Alford making the stop there. So here's 1st and 10. Svoboda, another run to Whaley. Whaley is going to power forward and pick up 4 yards. A decent play on 1st down as they try and put something together here. They keep showing that statue, and it's a cool statue, but it's not cool enough to constantly pan back to, I gotta say. 2nd and 6. Svoboda in the shotgun. It's a fake touch pass and a fake zone. He's going to look deep and instead just tosses it right back to Whaley. And Whaley gets close to the first down, but not close enough. So this is the play that will decide whether we stay in normal view or jump over to Super Sim for what could be the remainder of this game. 3rd and inches. Again, no one has done a quarterback sneak so far. I don't think the computer knows it exists. They send a man in motion. They run a touch pass on 3rd and inches, and it doesn't work. What are you supposed to... Come on. That's embarrassing. That is an absolutely awful call on 3rd and inches. And they're going to punt this ball away, and then we're just going to... Let me see if I can put this over to Super Sim before this play ends. Catches it. Well, they got a field goal out of it. Let's just jump to the end of the quarter real quick. 17-3 at halftime, so let's just move a little bit forward. Not much happening here. Second and goal. They're up to the 2. 3rd and goal. They get it up to the 1. This is the play that's going to decide it. And they get a touchdown. So we are going to go back into this game to watch the rest of it. We're just going to play through this extra point and then jump right back into it because Wyoming has made it a football game with 4:25 to go. Kick is good. 11 plays, 59 yards. Utah State's offense, which was electric for the first 2 quarters, died out in Super Sim, so we'll have to see if they can run out the clock and fully put this game away. It's a good kick return out to the 23. And here comes Spencer Petras once again. The Wyoming defenders, they're amped up. They're ready to go. And they don't do anything with it. It's going to be a run to Faison. Faison with space. Faison gets the first down to the 33. He has 113 rushing yards today. The writing's on the wall, man. They have the guy who's been the most successful running back, and that has been such a clear moniker of victory this entire tournament. But we'll see if Wyoming can turn those narratives on their head. Petras looks to the sideline. It's another run to Faison. Faison stays on his feet and falls forward. It's his 20th carry of the game for 116 yards. 2nd and 7 now. It's a good jumbotron, but it's kind of blocking the view. I don't know if it's fully necessary, to be honest. I would love to just look out into the forest, you know? 2nd and 7. It's a read option. Beautiful play. Petras cuts inside and he's taken down. That was Rook Brown making the tackle and forcing 3rd and 3 with 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. What will Utah State call with a good chance to put this game away? Petras calls an audible, sends man in motion, but he's really just getting set on the other side of the field. They're flipping the play. It's going to be a run to the right, I think. They're running the clock down. 5 seconds. 4, 3. It's a run. No, it's a play fake, and he's sacked. He is sacked. Wyoming's defense comes up with the stop. Connor Shea, the Will linebacker, flies in, sacks him for a loss of 4, and the Wyoming Cowboys are in business. He's lucky he held onto that ball and it wasn't a strip sack. That's really what I got to say there. 2:25 to go, and the Cowboys are going to have one golden chance at tying this game up. There goes the punt. They're going to take a couple more seconds off, or they won't. 2-minute warning. So here we go. Evan Svoboda steps out. It's mostly a rushing attack, so he's going to have to win the game, tie the game with his arm here. Play fake. Bullet pass. Caught. That's number 86, Nick Miles, the backup tight end, getting a first down. 1:54 to go. They're not using their timeouts yet because the clock's going to stop until 30 seconds to go. And you don't want to give Utah State too much time if you do get down the field. But they've only had one touchdown drive all game. They fake the handoff again. A deep ball. That's going to be caught by Nick Miles again. They run the exact same concept twice in a row, a slightly different route, but it's Nick Miles over the middle after a shotgun play fake for the second play in a row. 1st and 10. Miles launches. That's not Miles, Svoboda, and he launches to 84, who makes the catch, John Michael Gillenborg. He's been loving his tight ends all day. 1:35 to play. They did not call a timeout because they got a first down. 90 seconds to go. They're 26 yards away from the end zone. Can they come back from being down 14-0? Svoboda with Devin Body next to him. Throws to Body on the outside. Body makes the catch to the 20-15-10. Breaks a tackle, and it's going to be 1st and goal Wyoming. They use their second timeout, and these 9 yards will decide this game. Svoboda in the shotgun. It's a handoff. That's going to be Whaley inside all the way to the 1. And they're going to let a little bit of clock run off here. It looks like Utah State's going to get the ball with about 45 seconds if they do allow a touchdown here. 2nd and goal from the 1. It'd be a great time for a quarterback sneak, but the CPU doesn't know that exists. Svoboda in the shotgun. Whaley next to him. It's a run. No, it's a play fake. Svoboda, don't throw an interception. Don't throw an interception. He's under pressure and he's sacked. He's sacked for a loss of 8. An embarrassing play there. I'm not sure who that was because I don't. There it is. Blaine Spires with the sack. Changing his number from 9 to 11. Svoboda's lucky he held onto the ball. It's 3rd and goal. They let the clock run all the way down to 26 seconds. So we're either getting overtime or Utah State wins the game. It's that simple. Svoboda uncorks it. Picked off. Oh, he's doing heel clicks on him. That is savage. Simeon Harris wins the game for the Utah State Aggies. They shut it down. And they're going to be moving on and inheriting one of the largest territories in imperialism. The entire state of Wyoming now belongs to Utah State. I mean, it was the tight end. He was like, I just have to throw it to him. I don't have any other choice. And he was double covered. The pressure did its job. And the Aggies have won. Not really an upset. It is a road win. The Utah State Aggies will survive in imperialism. Pretty quick episode today. We simulated through most of the 2nd and 3rd quarters. The Bridgers battle goes to the Aggies. Jalen Royals, 2 catches, 75 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was their entire offense on those 2 plays. Just press coverage both times. We're probably going to see them right here. The first one dropped right into the breadbasket. And these are 2 different plays, y'all. 2 different touchdowns for Jalen Royals. This is another possible opponent for Colorado, who's drawn a lot of interesting matchups so far. Let's update that map. Okay. I'm going to zoom in here. There we go. And Wyoming. Oopsie. Wyoming, you didn't do all that much. Came back, almost tied it, but it ended up failing. Bye-bye. There. Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. And that is the end of episode 25. Another big change to the map as the West grows even less crowded than it already was. Utah State takes over Wyoming's territory. And now we've got these 6 powerhouses right here with a lot of territory, all going to be bouncing off each other at some point during this tournament, and somebody will come out on top. That's the end of this episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow.